My life used to be really normal.
I'm Jenniffer Weigel here with you.
I spent 2 decades as a traditional journalist working for every news outlet, doing everything from anchoring, reporting, to entertainment, sports, traffic, you name it. I even had 2 newspaper columns, and I worked in radio. So this wasn't always my wheelhouse. But then I couldn't ignore all the emails that I was getting after my first book came out, and I figured it was time to address this. My journey into this research is actually quite personal. In 2001, my dad died of a brain tumor, and I kind of went on this mission to prove every medium, psychic, healer, whatever, as a fraud. I didn't believe in any of this stuff at all. And so I thought I was going to write this expose about how it was all bullshit. 4 books and 8 audiobooks later, I am still doing interviews and I'm still having conversations. I tell people I'm not saying what you should believe, I'm just sharing what happened to me, and you can form your own opinion. Since my first book came out in 2008, I get emails every week from people who are having similar experiences where maybe their intuition is opening up and they don't know what to do about it. I had one woman who was like in line at the carpool and she heard, "Call Uncle Jack." She's like, what? She calls Uncle Jack. Uncle Jack just had a stroke. I think something's happening where the veil is thinning, and this is becoming very common. And suddenly now people are afraid to talk about it, but they come to me. They call me like the Angie's List of psychics, healers, and mediums because I've been investigating this for so long. You know, not a lot of journalists are taking a very deep dive into this work, and they're still able to make it to parent-teacher conferences on time. We used to think that smoking was a universally accepted practice, complete with doctors on TV telling us to smoke Camels.
And according to this nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
Our version of truth is based on the information that we have at the time. The only way we can evolve is by asking questions and gathering more information. A lot of kids are having this happen as well. They're very intuitive. They get really super anxious. They just don't know how to work with their operating system. So I get a lot of parents reach out to me about their kids, and I try to connect them with a practitioner that might be able to help them with their certain gifts. I am finding people all over the world now with my spiritual social club who have come into their abilities. Different clairs are firing. Clairaudient, they hear stuff. Clairvoyant, they see stuff. Clairsentient, they sense stuff. Claircognizant, they just know, and they think something's wrong with them. And I'm here to say, nothing is wrong with you. You're not alone. Once you figure out that what's happening to you is actually your operating system, and that you're not crazy, and that it's energy, then you can start working with it and figuring it out so that you can use it to your advantage. Cell phone signals are putting out a signal every single day. They're putting out and they're receiving. And that's kind of what happens with intuition. It's energy. It's always going somewhere and landing somewhere. But just because we can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening.